Hi everybody, it's me Evelyn, and I have a few tips for middle school for you guys who are entering middle school. So this is more aimed for girls, but if you're a boy, that's fine. And I am going into the 7th grade, just to let you guys know, so yeah. So when I first started middle school, I was so nervous about bullies, detentions, and of course, who could forget the teachers. But it turned out that all the teachers that I had were nice, and they were all supportive, and they always helped me, I guess, and they were really compassionate about teaching. So don't be scared of your teachers. Even if they're strict or mean, just do your work and stay on task. And you'll stay on the good side. Trust me, that's what I did. Now let's get started to the homework. Homework is a big issue in the 6th grade. And trust me, I know a lot of people who have trouble doing homework, and sometimes I even have trouble. At my school, they give out lunch detentions for people who don't do it. But that depends on the teacher. All teachers are different. Like some are more stricter than the others, some are less harsh than the other, and so on. There's so many different teachers in this world. But don't fear if it's a lunch detention, because you can actually get your work done, and it's not that bad, actually. I only had 3 for getting a few problems on my homework. So yeah, I'm just being honest here. It's not that bad. But after school, that's a big no-no for me. But yeah, time for report cards. Yay, no. I get excited for getting A's, B's, and sometimes high C's, but I have a high D in math. I don't know why, because I'm usually good at math. But just remember, if you do get an F or a low D at least, you're trying your best, and if you're slacking off, don't do that, because if you're planning to go to college, that won't help your chances of getting into a good college. Like, for example, I'm thinking of going to Harvard or Yale, so I need to work out my grades so I can at least get a chance to get interviewed for it when I'm older, of course. Just remember, if you are trying your best and putting all your effort but get D's and F's, just remember you're doing your best, and yeah. And you can always do summer school. You can always do your own stuff at home by watching videos online or something about it. But if you are forgetting to do something and you're slacking off, don't do that, because, well, I did explain it all. So yeah, time to move on onto the students. So many 5th graders fear bullies in the middle school. But trust me, there's not much bullies at my middle school. And I don't think there's much bullies either at other middle schools, but I don't know that. But there is few bullies to bully me, and there's the popular girls, of course. I mean, I got picked on by tons of people in middle school, but I don't want to go to my head. I have my friends by my side, and I don't really get into all that drama because I'm mainly shy at school. Just make friends at your middle school, and you can always find someone to help you. If you are getting bullied, just remember, don't be a bystander. Always stand up for someone. Kind of time for the homework situation, but this is kind of more aimed for detention. So mainly teachers would give you detentions if you were acting bad or just acting really disrespectful. But some teachers sometimes give out detentions for not doing homework. I mean, if you forgot to do only a few problems, I don't think that would happen. But that happened to me only 3 times. It's not that bad. Not after school detentions, only lunch detentions. But always try to keep your homework on track and study for test. Anyways, let's move on to the next subject, test. This always scares me because sometimes I forget to study, and guess what? Even in 6th grade, you get a final exam, which is not fair in my opinion, but I have to do it. So I have it on Tuesday, and I even haven't studied, so I'm going to have to study real hard tomorrow after school and in the morning before the actual test. So just remember to do your best on the test, like I said, and try your best. Don't guess. You can guess if you just don't get it. But yeah, study, 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 and do your homework, please. I don't think this requires for all schools, but sometimes there's long maze hallways. Like at my school, there's like long hallways, even though it's a pretty small school. Small schools in my district. So yeah. So since that I know of, most middle schools have 8 periods. So sometimes if you get lost, don't worry about it. You can always ask someone in the hallway. They're pretty sure where they're at, especially if an 8th grader knows. And yeah, nothing much to say there, but get help if you need it, or just find the numbers on each door and head into the right classroom, I guess, if there's numbers at your school. Time for the 8th graders. So since we're the youngest kids in middle school, there's the big, tall 8th graders who are like monsters to us that devour us like a kid eating cookies. Actually, 8th graders can be really nice. If you fall, someone will say, "Are you okay?" Because that happened to me, and an 8th grader asked if I was okay, and I said yes, and they were really nice. And just some 8th graders who are scary looking, but if you get to know them, they're actually pretty nice if they are nice after all. Just try to get to know them, or if you're too scared, you don't have to talk to them, just don't even bother them, I guess. So yeah. Well guys, those were my middle school tips. I hope you found them useful. Well, if you're heading to middle school, good luck. It's not all that bad. And if you already been through middle school, I bet it was easy as a breeze. Well, if you get used to it. Well, that's just my opinion. But yeah, bye everybody. I'll see you in the next video.